here's a socialist on the line. I have to take him, David from Minneapolis.
The reality is this, that we have the machines, we have the courts, and we have the media. And the game is over. You had a good run, 200 and some odd years, great. But now it's over with, and there's nothing that can be done about it. I keep hearing people say, well, what about the 80 million? And don't you want to unite and reach out? You don't get it. We don't need you anymore. We don't care. We don't want to unite with you. We want to destroy every single one of you.
This is the Sean Hannity Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Sean Hannity Show. My name is Rose. And hey, listen, follow me on social media, because if you didn't hear David's first phone call last week, David the Socialist from Minneapolis, he's back again, but you've got to hear the initial conversation we had. And that can be heard. You can go to my Twitter account, which is @Rose_Unplugged, or you can go to Facebook, Rose Unplugged. So welcome back, David. How have you been?
I've been great. You know, the last time we talked, I did not convey to you what I really wanted to say in regard to the mindset of my side, because I think that that's where your side has made a very strategic and fatal error in underestimating our mindset. And this is a synopsis of the mindset. I hate your ideology and those that practice it more than I love myself. And if that means, in order to defeat you, to destroy you and your ideology, that I have to endure a trial by fire, so to speak, or if I have to, in other words, if I have to go down with you in order to beat you, then I'm prepared to do that. And that's hard for a lot of people to get their minds around.
Yeah.
And I completely understand it. But, you know, like I mentioned last time, we have the machines, we have the courts, we have the media. And it's pretty much game over. And in 2 years, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a midterm election. The same machines are going to be in play. The same courts are going to be in play.
I agree.
So we will win a supermajority in the House and Senate. And from that point forward, there will be absolutely nothing that your side can do to stop everything that we've told you we plan to do. And here's this is like a prediction. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. When we win those supermajorities, one of the first things that we're going to do is get rid of the amendment that limits a president to 2 terms. And we're going to make it retroactive. And
well,
when that happens,
okay, can I just interrupt? Because you just gave me a whole bunch of stuff I need to address, if that's okay, David. Give me 1 sec.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, you said that we are underestimating your mindset. Well, a lot of us get it. We do get it, and we believe you. I completely believe you. So I'm not doubting that. Here's what I am concerned about. You said that you hate our ideology. And I think I'm getting feedback from possibly a radio that's on. But you said you hate our ideology more than you love yourself. What is it that is so vile to you? What is it that so disgusts you about our ideology? And define what you believe our ideology is. I need to know those 2 things.
The lopsided crony capitalism, the rich lining their pockets, including those in Congress, laughing all the way to the bank while the poor remain poor, inequitable social, economic circumstances for decades that's resulted in millions of people. When, you speak about a representative republic. Well, sure, it represents some people, but there's also a large swath of that republic that's shoved to the side, forgotten, used as pawns, and laughed at, ridiculed, made fun of at cocktail parties, and on and on and on. So that's who I'm standing up for. You're standing up for what you believe, which is admirable, and I understand it. But I'm here to stand up for the way I see things. And the way I see things is this republic has not been a representative republic for all. It's been a representative republic for some.
Okay, now this is where we just... By the way, did you just call Rush's show under a different name earlier? Did you?
No, No, I did not.
Okay, then you have a buddy out there that's doing the same. Okay, so let me just say, first of all, what you have described to me as our ideology, what you have said that you so hate so very much, is precisely what the kind of world that you will create, that is created naturally, organically, out of a socialist movement, out of socialism. Everything that you have explained to me. And you know, last time you were on, you said that there was an event that happened in your lifetime that changed everything. Did you visit a communist country, or you might not have believed it was a communist or socialist country at the time? Did you visit another country that made you feel this way about this country?
No, I didn't visit another country. I owned a business for 30 years, and throughout those 3 decades, saw a lot of crony capitalism, a lot of greasing the skids, and those who knew somebody in this position or that position were the ones who succeed, and the ones who didn't were the ones who got whatever crumbs were left over.
Okay. I only have like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna rapid fire some questions, and we can continue this conversation even later because I have other things I have to do this hour. But I do want to take you. You said that you wanted to destroy us. You said we want to destroy you. When you say destroy, what can you define? Can you tell me exactly what you mean by destroy?
I mean, relegate you to the sidelines to where you're just unimportant. You're not even a factor in the whole dynamic of what's going on. You're just...
Well, honey, that's going to happen. You don't even have to do that. That will happen naturally under socialism. But let me tell you this, that whatever happens to me will happen to thee. It will be the same. And if you think that we have the astounding numbers of poor with us and that we have people lining their pockets, if you really believe all of that, wait until you see, and I know you're smart enough to know this, that is precisely what socialism will bring you. Only the few elite lining their pockets, on the backs, making money on the backs of the rest of us that work for them. There will be no middle class. There will be no innovation. There will all be poor. Everyone will be equally poor and equally miserable. And that, my friend, is what you were suggesting that you want, even for yourself.
I don't want the destruction of the middle class. If the middle class...
But you can't have a middle class and socialism. You can't have both.
Making money, how can we take money and redistribute it? They have to continue working.
The middle class will cease to exist the way we know it, and that is essential for socialism to work. That is essential. It is absolutely, look it up, investigate, do some research on the countries that have failed miserably, and they lost their middle class. The government took over everything. And they keep using these ideas that failed everywhere else that they've ever been tried. You know, and I'll tell you something. You guys, but you did it right, okay? Because you had this whole deconstruction of America planned, and I got to give it to you. You did it. You demonized America. You told the bad and hid the good. You invalidated our founders and their brilliance. You slandered our founding documents, and you want to rewrite history. You keep marching through those institutions, and they are polluted. They have been polluted by you guys, the culture to science to math, with that ideology. And you hold up heroes like Castro and Karl Marx and others who have destroyed innovation, destroyed life. I got to go, David. Maybe we'll have time later on, so hang in there. Maybe call me back. I got to go, though. You're listening to the Sean Hannity Show. My name is Rose. Check me out. Rose Unplugged. You can hear the beginning of our conversation, David and mine, last week at Facebook, Rose Unplugged, Twitter at Rose_Unplugged. It's all there. And we'll probably be posting this as well. Jason, I'm sure you'll get me a copy of it as soon as you can. All right, we'll be back with more Sean Hannity after this.